Honey, the secret to taking a lovely yearbook picture lies in the fullness of your coiffure. You want to create the illusion of volume.
Mama, I'm a freshman. The freshman pictures are only this big. You make my hair any more voluminous, you're going to wipe out everybody between me and Rosemary Zizzer.
Dorothy Jane, you get 4 official chances to look good in a high school yearbook. And unless you embrace volume, you will look back years from now and recall yourself as a teenage pinhead.
I will not.
I was a teenage pinhead.
Okay, fluff me up. I don't care. It doesn't matter. What does matter is I don't understand this homework at all.
Well, sure you do. I'm just a distraction. You're a very good student.
A nature group hikes 8 miles east and 6 miles north. How many miles is the group from its starting point using the Pythagorean theorem?
How fast were they walking?
Well, I don't think that's relevant.
Oh, you want relevant? What is their shoe size, which would affect their stride?
Very funny, Mama, but I need to find the hypotenuse.
Well, you don't have to tell me.
The answer's 10.
Of course it's 10. 10. I just wanted to make sure you knew why the answer was 10 and not 12, as one could easily assume, given the wily and inscrutable ways of the hypotenuse.
What?
You just finish up your homework, Dorothy Jane.
Well, you want to help me on the next question?
No, I'm going to walk 8 steps down the hall and 6 steps to the left and put Mary Sue in the bathtub.
I thought you liked helping me with my homework.
I do, Dorothy Jane. I just can't help you anymore.
People say God looks out for the working man. Sure hope he's looking out for me. These empty pockets need a helping hand. Kitchen tables full of family. But then the sun comes up and the moon is shining big and bright, and the new day promises that everything will be alright, and the new day promises that everything will be alright.
Is he gonna be all right?
I'm in surgery, Mary Sue.
You've been in surgery for 10 minutes.
I'm sewing his head back on. It's a very delicate operation.
Is he gonna live? You can tell me. I can take it.
Good as new. He'll be up and around again before you know it.
Thank you, Dr. Torkelson. Send me your bill. I love you, Elmo.
I don't believe you've lost a patient in all the time that I've known you, Mrs. Torkelson, have you?
No, I guess I haven't.
She replied without expressing the slightest air of self-satisfaction.
What's a hypotenuse?
Why?
I want to know if you know what one is.
Yes, I know what one is.
No, you don't.
I assure you, Mrs. Torkelson, I do.
What is it?
It's the side of a right triangle opposite the right...
all right. I'm obviously the only person in the world unfamiliar with this obscure mathematical term.
I don't know why this is bothering you, Mrs. Torkelson, but if it'll help, I wouldn't know the first thing about fixing Elmo there.
You're placating me.
I'm so transparent.
This is the worst day in the history of life.
Didn't your math homework go well?
Aced it.
School picture?
Yeah, smile, flash, great.
Hair?
There was much discussion about its remarkable volume.
Well, then what's the problem?
I was chosen to work on the yearbook co-editor of the freshman section.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It's death.
Death, wonderful, 2 sides of the same coin.
There were 68 boys in the freshman class, Mama. Any one of 68 boys could have been chosen as a boys co-editor. Any one of them. Why? I want to know why.
I went to the library and checked out all these old yearbooks for research. Our freshman section will be the best in Pyramid Corner's high history. Not to mention we get to spend some quality time together.
68 boys.
You got a lot of yearbooks there, Kirby.
Yes, I do, Miss Torkelson. Every yearbook from the past 20 years.
Really?
I want to see your picture, Mama. What year did you start?
Oh, I can't remember. It was so long ago.
Come on, Mama. What year were you a freshman?
1852.
No, it must have been 1970.
I don't know why you're making such a big deal about this.
3.
Here's my mom as a freshman. I must take after my dad. I mean, do I look anything like this?
Maybe it's not her best angle, Kirby. Here, Millicent, Dad. Mama, you were so young.
As opposed to my current old maidish appearance?
Yeah.
Of course I looked young. I was young and innocent and respected my elders when they said, let's put all this stuff away. It was a long time ago.
Hey, Mama, I got an A on my history paper.
I got a B on my science project.
What are you all doing?
Looking at Mama's yearbooks. I have to see your graduation picture, and you better have big hair. Buford Carlisle, Lonnie Davis, Sarah Sue Edwards. What happened to Millicent Dowd? Where's your picture, Mama?
I was absent that day.
Well, didn't they have a makeup day?
How come you don't have a senior picture?
Well, they had a makeup day. They just forgot to tell me when it was.
Oh, well, they got a little section of names here where it says photo missing. Your name's not here either, Mom.
How can your name not be there?
You mean you don't have your name or your picture in the yearbook? Yeah, it's like you didn't even graduate.
She graduated, Stephen Boy. She's our mother.
And where's the name? Where's the picture?
Want to clear this up here, Mama?
Mama?
No, I did not finish high school. I never graduated. Now, if you will excuse me, I am humiliated and I would like to leave the room.
Thank you for dinner, Mama. It was a wonderful meal and very intelligently cooked. Yeah, you had to read the cookbook.
And understand the fractions on the measuring cup. And multiply everything for a family of 6.
Thank you, children. I am sufficiently patronized.
Good word, Mama.
Now go upstairs and finish your homework. Where do you think you're going on a school night, young man?
Well, I don't see where it makes much sense for me to be doing homework anymore.
Oh, and are you now the president of a Fortune 500 company?
Why do I need to do homework anyway?
Because I have this fantasy that one day you will bring home a report card without letters on it from the middle of the alphabet.
It's a bad fantasy, Mom. See, you didn't even finish high school, and we still live in a house with food on the table. We're doing all right.
I want you to do better than all right.
Okay. It's just a book about a whale.
Mama, how close were you to finishing school when you left?
It's not important. I just didn't finish.
Because your picture was in the junior yearbook and then it wasn't in the senior.
It just got too hard for me, Dorothy Jane. And so it doesn't get too hard for you. Why don't you go on up and do whatever studying you have to do tonight?
I just have a math problem I want to figure out.
Miss Torkelson, I was in Veneta today at the shopping mall where they have a fully stocked bookstore. And while I'd intended to pick up a copy of Iron John for myself, because I do have it on my calendar to go off into the woods and weep, I was distracted by this other book, which I found on the shelf, and which I picked up for you.
How to prepare for the high school equivalency exam.
Now, I've already looked into it and had this test you give, and you can study up for it with this book, and if you pass it, you get your diploma. Well, if I'm out of line here, you just tell me, and I'll mind my own business.
I never wanted anyone to know, and now I'm getting theme presents on the subject.
Well, you seem so upset about not having graduated from high school, and I don't think of you as the type to quit something before you finish it.
I can't even help my daughter with her homework. How can I expect to remember enough to pass some big old equivalency test? What if I don't know as much now as I did when I was a kid?
Well, then you're just gonna have to study real hard, Mama.
Mary Sue, what's the highest number you can count up to?
I can count to 108.
Well, that's how old I am.